Chimera spiced mead on Smokin' and Drinkin'. Hey, welcome back to Smokin' and Drinkin'. I'm Mike, and today we're doing a 1-year tasting of our Chimera mead. It is a spiced mixed berry mead. Let's get started. I made this a little over a year ago, actually. It's been about, let's see, when did we do that? Yeah, it's been about 13 months since we made this. As I said, it is a spiced mixed berry mead. I used a 4-pound bag of frozen mixed berries. It was strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, I believe. And if I remember right, it turned out really well. We'll get into some of the specifics here in a minute. Again, like I said, I made this before I started the channel, and so I don't have any of the video of the making of this wine, but we can talk about what went into it and how it turned out, talk about specific gravity and the alcohol, the ABV. So let's get go a little. There we go. And pour a little in our glass here. Oh, wow. I'd forgotten what that looked like. That is really interesting. It's kind of a, I don't know, a reddish, maybe a burnt umber or a reddish brown. Very interesting color. Oh, I can smell the spice on it. It is. Let's take a look at what we put into this here. Like I said, we did this a little over a year ago. Our starting gravity was 1.124, and we used 3 pounds of mixed berries. They were frozen, and we put them in a pot, and we heated them for about 20 minutes on the stove, just to kind of finish melting them and cook them just a little bit, kind of break up the cells and maybe get rid of any wild yeast or anything that might have been left on them. We added 1.5 ounces of chopped jalapenos, and we used Happy Belly wildflower honey. We had 2.5 pounds of Happy Belly wildflower honey. We used some powdered wine tannin to give it some of that body and mouth feel. Of course, Fermento for yeast nutrient, and we used Lalvin 71B yeast. Let's get a taste. Can't wait. As I said, you can definitely smell the jalapenos on there, the spice. It's got a real earthy aroma to it. Wow, that's interesting. That earthy aroma transfers to the taste a little bit. You can get those berries, definitely have the berry taste to them, but there's definitely it's almost like a little bit of a coffee flavor to it, which is weird. We didn't add any coffee to it, but I think those the jalapenos kind of bring out a little bit of that earthy tone, which kind of gets equated to maybe sometimes to coffee, or sometimes they even say earth or dirt comes out, a dirt flavor, which is weird. Nobody wants to drink dirt, but it definitely has that earthy note to it. It's a little bit on the sweet side. let's see. I keep looking at the wrong paper. Sorry about that. Let's see. Our final gravity is 1.006. So it is a little bit, I would say maybe slightly semi-sweet. Definitely, as I said, you can taste those berries. Almost get a little hint of the strawberry in there. It's not so, it's a little thin, a little thinner than I might like. We did not oak it. Probably, if I do this again, we'd probably oak it. Again, we did add some wine tannin, but didn't add a whole lot here. What do we add here? A quarter teaspoon. That's not a whole lot for a gallon. We probably could have gone with a half a teaspoon, or maybe even, like I said, I should have probably oaked it, but it's not terribly thin. It's just a little bit on the thin side. And had it was 16% ABV is what we estimated on that. It has a little bit of the alcohol twinge to it, but it's pretty good. It's an interesting flavor. I'm not sure how we'd, maybe just a sipping wine. I don't know. Maybe it would go well with Mexican food, maybe tacos, or maybe even Italian food, something a little spicy. It would go good with a spicy dish. But that's very interesting. So I think that about does it for the Chimera Mead. And we will probably set aside a bottle, maybe do another taste testing at 2 years and see if it improves even more. So as usual, thank you for tuning in to Smokin and Drinkin. I haven't done a lot of wine videos recently. I kind of got bogged down with things, the new year and all. But keep tuning in. We've got quite a few new meads and beers and wines coming up here in the next couple of months. So keep tuning back in. Remember to hit the subscribe button and like button, and hit that notification bell. That way you know when we release our other wine and mead videos. I'll be making a beer here coming up pretty soon. I don't want to give too much away, but tune in for that if you like beer. So, as always, Prost!